Hey y'all, it's Prince Sua, and welcome to another episode on the Prince Sua Experience. Today we're going to talk about relationships and being single. What's the problem? Welcome back to another episode on the Prince Sua Experience. So, talking about relationships today. Relationships in this modern age, dating in this modern age, it's tough. It's a whole new ballgame, and honestly, the truth and the reality behind it stems from a few things, but the goal here is to focus on why you personally don't like that you're single, and why it's probably hard to get a relationship, or why believing that relationships just don't exist or healthy ones don't exist. So we're going to cover this all today, and as usual, I want you guys to make sure that you're checking out my videos from prior, so that way all of this information can always make sense and catch you up. So we're always abreast on what we're talking about, so we can maximize our time here together. So when it comes to dating, the big issue with relationships and dating right now is there's this trend of ghosting. Remember my video? There's this trend of people who fear confrontation. Remember my video? And it's a big thing right now because a lot of people are not living their true selves, and a lot of people don't have self-love. Remember my videos? Self-love, that's the answer. I don't even have to do a video right now. A reason why people do not like being single, a reason why people do not enjoy that feeling is because at the end of the day, fear, F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. A lot of people have fears. It could be a fear of judgment, a fear of rejection, a fear of exposure to who they truly are. And like we always say, that can always come to an end when you decide to bring it back to you. You have to bring it back to who you are. If you are not embracing who you are, loving who you are, believing in yourself, then no one else is going to believe in you. If you're not loving who you are, no one else is going to love you. They can't. It's impossible. You cannot give your love to the world if you cannot love yourself. There's a saying that's out there where they say, if you only love yourself 5%, you can only give 5% of love out to anyone else. So I'm saying all this to bring us to the aspect of dating and why it's so hard, why it sucks being single, and why people are going through hardships right now with relationships. People don't have standards. People do not know what boundaries are, let alone how to enforce boundaries. People have no idea what they want. Think about this right now. People out there who say, it sucks being single. I hate this. I want somebody. I need her in my life, or I need him in my life. I need my ex back. I need this person back. I want someone new. The only reason that there's a want or a need, some type of necessity there, it's because it's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from an empty openness in your life, which means you are looking to fill that void in your life with the distraction of another person, or the distraction of a relationship, which is basically a situation to keep you from having to focus on what the true issues are with yourself. Embrace that. Take your time and embrace that. Understand that relationships, those are add-ons to as what humans are capable of doing and living. That's just an add-on. Relationships should not be taken as a way of completion. And if anyone says, I need this person, they complete me, or I need that person to complete me, or my happiness is here, but the rest of it's right over there, that's all that you need to hear, is a person who does not have true full love for themselves. And it's not a fault. As I said in my previous videos, check those out. All comes with self-love. A lot of people do not have self-love. And self-love stems from something that you have to learn, you have to embrace, you have to acknowledge and accept. Being single only sucks. And dating life right now only sucks because you don't know what you want. If you knew exactly what you wanted from the inside, Not from the outside perspective because of what you see Jim and Joe doing over there or Jack and Jill doing over here. It has nothing to do with that. If you are trying to date from a place of power, which is within yourself, dating won't suck and it won't be hard. Being single won't suck. It won't have to be difficult for you. Now, if you are trying to gain something because you want validation, you want to feel good in some way, you're looking for your completion in someone else, you're only setting yourself up for failure and you're only going to get let down. And if you truly know what you want and you're afraid to speak that, you're setting yourself up to be let down again. The true way to be right now, especially in this society right now, is to be someone who's grounded, loves themselves, has standards, can communicate in a healthy way, and can bring it back to themselves when it comes to embracing power. If you know what you want, you go out there and you state yourself. You say, hey, this is who I am. I am this, I'm this, I accept this, I expect this, I'm willing to tolerate this, and I put up with this, and this right here is no. I don't put up with this, I don't do this, I don't do this. Now, with respect to you, I'd like to know what you like to bring to the table and what your exceptions are and what you are willing to tolerate and what you do not want. When you can have healthy communication, be sure to watch that video, you'll understand where this all comes together. But you can't activate healthy communication if you can't activate a healthy sense of self. You have to embrace who you are. And for all of my people out there who are religious in some way, who believe in God, to me, that's where that truth stems from. We can read about it and learn about it, but until you can truly embrace who you are, you can't embrace the love of Christ, or you can't embrace the love of God. If you don't love who you are, you can't truly embrace love. Yes, it's written in the Bible for people to understand, to learn how to walk and how to speak and how to acknowledge, but to actually put that faith and work that go hand in hand together, that's tough. And that takes time, but it can be accomplished by anyone. So, to sum this whole thing up, the only reason that being in a relationship is hard, or not having a relationship sucks, or being single sucks, and dating life right now is horrible, it's because you don't know what you want. And if you do know what you want, you're afraid to speak that. And if you are not afraid to speak that and you know what you want, your expectations are way too high on people, versus being able to say, hey, I know what I want and this is who I am. I'm willing to negotiate and talk with somebody who is willing to accept this. And when you learn who you are and you believe in yourself, you'll understand that the right person will come along. The person who's supposed to be in your life will show up. And someone who wants to love you, who wants to get to know you, who wants to respect you, will be there to be patient with you, to be kind with you, and to be respectful to you. So let's bring this together and understand that there is power, but you have to activate your power first before you can activate that power to going and receiving relationships and other people in your life. This is possible, and you can do this. I'm Prince Sua. If you enjoy this content, please be sure to like and subscribe for more, as we're going to be covering a whole multitude of things when it comes to yourself and your power. Power to you always. I'm Prince Sua. The Prince Sua Experience.